What is up, guys? It's Powerbang, and I'm bringing you guys Clash of Clans sneak peeks for fall of 2016. The first thing I'm going to talk to you guys about today is the addition of the level 10 mortar. Into the game goes a very strong splash damage building, and in addition to the level 10 mortar, level 9 and level 8 mortars are also receiving some love with a damage boost for those defenses. This should help make pesky spam attacks much more difficult. Now, the mortar isn't the only defense getting some love this update. You're also going to see a new level for the hidden Tesla at Town Hall 11. We've got the level 9 hidden Tesla being opened up, and this will also put out some major hurt on an attacking force. Let's watch here as both the mortar and Tesla are on display in this attack against the all-too-common mass miner attack. Even through the heal spells, the Tesla doing work, and the level 10 mortars are very noticeable. These do an absolute ton of damage to groups of troops such as bowlers and miners that are stacked up on each other. This is really going to slow down those spam attacks. In addition to the level 9 Tesla and the level 10 mortar, we are also going to see another defensive level added to the Expo, and it is now going to max out at level 5 for Town Hall 11. Now, we've talked about some of the defensive upgrades that are coming, but what about troops? Check this out. Level 4 baby dragons are now unlocked at Town Hall 10, opening the way for some pretty powerful attacks using these bad boys. The baby dragons are one of my personal favorite troops, so I'm very excited to see this change. Now, the baby dragon going to level 5 is not the only air troop update at Town Hall 11. We are also going to see the level 6 dragon come out at Town Hall 11. Look at those orange tip wings. Those look really cool. This buff to air troops at Town Hall 11 is going to provide a much bigger punch through the air and offer a whole heck of a lot more potential in attacking bases at Town Hall 11. Really excited to see these changes to both baby dragons and dragons. Hopefully this will make air a little bit more relevant. In addition to some troops being unlocked at the higher levels, we also see some existing troop levels pushed down to lower town halls, such as the Wizard at level 6, now being available for use at Town Hall 9. This will be very welcome by most Town Hall 9 players, I'm sure. Well, I hope you guys aren't married to the lore of Clash of Clans, as one of the troops has seen a major shift in its storyline. The P.E.K.K.A. is no longer the favorite target of the hidden Tesla. Watch here as this golem explodes with the P.E.K.K.A. in range of the Tesla. It does not retarget anymore to the P.E.K.K.A. Instead, it targets the closest troop. Now, the P.E.K.K.A. also has had its incoming damage reduced from the Tesla. It no longer does double damage. Well, pretty much everything we've talked about thus far has been buffing troops, buffing defenses, making things stronger. One of the biggest shouts, one of the biggest complaints I've heard prior to this update is that the bowlers are overpowered, so Supercell has done some minor tweaking to this troop, nothing major. They've only decreased the hit points of this troop by a slight amount. Now, I've noticed in my testing that this has not had a major impact on the bowlers in the game, which I think is an appropriate move, but at the same time, they did have their hit points tuned a little bit so they don't last quite as long. Now, we've seen some troops and defenses get some love this update so far, but what about those two spells that have been sitting on the dusty shelf for the better part of this past year. Yes, I am talking about the clone spell and the skeleton spell. Neither one of them has made it into mainstream use in war, in raids, etc. And I suggested that the clone spell might have its cost reduced, but instead what Supercell has done is they have actually increased the duration of time that the clone troops will remain on the battlefield. This is a great change. Hopefully, it will provide some use for people that are wanting to use it. And if you're interested, you can clone the clones as you see here on the screen. Now, what about the skeleton spell? The skeleton spell now lasts an awful long time. In addition to it lasting quite some time, the number of skeletons that come from this spell have been increased substantially and now may act as a much better distraction. Switching gears to war now, we have seen the loot bonuses increase for those that have failed attacks. No longer is it 0. You can actually get a partial bonus. So if you're one of those unfortunate folks that has to go for the top base and you don't quite get it, you can still get paid. Now, in addition to the loot bonuses going up, the experience that you get for executing a successful attack has also gone up. It will now be a maximum of 10 experience to add to your clan's XP. Wow, what an absolute ton of updates so far announced in sneak peek number 1. I'm really excited to see what comes out the remainder of this week because the absolute sheer volume of stuff for this sneak peek has been huge. So, some additional information for you guys. Upgrade discounts. So those that you're doing in the laboratory or the research costs for a defense itself. Some of these have been adjusted, and either the time or the cost of these units have been reduced because there has been new max level wizards, dragons, and baby dragons added to the game that will actually drive down the cost of the other levels of those troops before them. So you're going to see the level 6 wizard, level 3 through 5 on the dragon, and all levels of the baby dragon have their costs reduced, and possibly their time, who knows. The cannon, the archer tower, mortars, wizard towers, hidden Tesla, and expos, some of those have been upgraded and now have new levels of defenses, but we've got the level 12 and 13 cannon, we've got the level 11 through 13 archer tower, level 8 through 9 mortar, level 7 through 8 wizard tower, level 5 through 8 hidden Tesla, and level 2 through 4 expo, all receiving decreases in time or cost for those upgrades, which should be celebrated for anybody that's trying to make progress on their base. So, to wrap up with this sneak peek, my thoughts, holy cow, so much to digest, so much to see. Really kind of like the fact that there are some troops that have been really, not used in quite some time in high-level play, and also in farming, and, the P.E.K.K.A, for one, it was almost obsolete, so really glad to see that make a return. Really excited about the strengthening of the air attacks at the top level. So that is going to do it, guys, for this sneak peek. Check back in tomorrow. I will have some more for you. This is Power Bang. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Slap that like button for me, and I'm out.
Questo è il video che ha fatto la supercell del nuovo aggiornamento di questo e ve l'ho fatto vedere. Come nuovo aggiornamento hanno fatto i Stragon a livello 6, i Drago a livello 5, la Tesla livello 6, livello 9, cucciolo di drago livello 5 e il mortaio livello 10 e anche l'arcois livello 5. Il drago non era già a livello 5, o forse hanno sbagliato a scrivere e lo fanno al 6. Questo è un bel aggiornamento. Quello che mi piace di più questo aggiornamento è il mortaio, perché da come vedete ha una bella grafica, bello. E questo è tutto, al prossimo video.